Hello guys, and here we are on Vertigo, a new map released by Valve for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's a new map for Global Offensive, but not a new map overall. This map was around during the 1.6 era. Not sure if it ever got ported across the source, but it was a very popular public map back in 1.6 days. Never really a competitive map. It's very linear really, but it was always very popular on the public scene. So I'm basically just going to run you through it. It's very simple to learn. This map is essentially there is 3 routes, 2 of which are main routes and 1 route which is a possibility for the terrorists. Both bomb sites are extremely close together. So let's just start off here. We're in CT spawn right here. This area that I'm in here, this is just CT spawn. Right next to us is the A bomb site. So here it is, A bomb site, nice and simple. Straight through here, which is where we're pointing now, is the B bomb site. So you go through here, through a couple of fake doorways, and here we are. This is bomb site B. So that couldn't really be any simpler. Now if I head back through here, I can show you how the CTs get to the main routes for terrorists. So as we come from spawn, we'd come this way. We can either run into the B bomb site, which was that way, or we can run round here. And this is the exit out of that B bomb site as well. We can run round here, and we come to one of the main points where the terrorists can come up. The important thing to note with this is both these bomb sites are close together on the upper level, but the terrorists, they actually spawn on the level below. So there's this main staircase which they can come up, and they can get to this point roughly the same time as you, but CTs can get to the top of these stairs before terrorists can get up the stairs. That's the important thing to note. The terrorists can get underneath roughly the same time, but they can't get up the stairs that fast. So this is the main, one of the main routes. So if we go down here, I'll show you where terrorist spawn is. So you go down here, and straight ahead of us now, this is where the terrorists spawn. So that's one of the routes. So if we go back as though we were a terrorist now, then we'll go this way. Instead of going from B toward B, we'll go toward A. And we enter a ramp here. Now, there's a ramp here. There is 2 ladders to get up. There's one there and one there. And this ramp, which goes round on itself, takes us up to here. And we're back at A. And that's the A bomb site there. So there's a couple of routes you can go in terms of when you get to the ramp, but it's very basic. This ladder is a very popular way to get up, because then it gets you into this inner section here. Now, it's important to note that terrorists can get here very fast. In fact, they can get there, if they've got a good spawn, faster than a CT can get here. So usually it's good to have a CT maybe watching here, but being careful that a terrorist isn't peeking him, but also having a counter-terrorist over here somewhere as well, maybe to watch a terrorist that's really trying to creep up the ladder, or something along those lines. So those are basically the 2 bomb sites. Other than that, it really is very simple. There are a couple of good spots. You can hide out on here. When you planted the bomb. If we go downstairs as well, a common spot you'll see is players hiding behind these pieces of wood here. Just maybe head glitching behind here. You can just see their head. Other than that, the map is very simple. As I say, two bomb sites that are really close together. Always makes for sort of fast-paced gameplay, but a good CT team should be able to shut it down pretty easily. Now, one last spot that I would like to just point out. If we go back to CT spawn, which we are now, straight out of CT spawn is this room here. You go through the door, and there's a ladder. Now, if we go down this ladder takes us into a room right next to terrorist spawn. And it was always a bit of a crazy thing in Vertigo. The counter-terrorists have this option of a ladder that takes them pretty much straight into terrorist spawn. to get behind the terrorist. It's really dangerous for the terrorists if they don't watch it, but it's one of those things where a lot of decent players on Vertigo back in the 1.6 days used to camp somebody. Just a terrorist would usually camp in this room, waiting for a counter-terrorist to pop down the ladder. So it's one of those things where it seems like a great thing, or I can get behind them, but usually there'll be somebody watching it. So it's a risk you take. But other than that, that's the Vertigo. It's a good little map. It's very well done. I like all the textures that they've done on it. It looks like a lot of hard work has actually been put into the map. It's not going to be a competitive map. I would like to see more maps designed at competitive play. And I'm hoping Valve will do something along those lines, soon. Who knows? Obviously, there was this map released, an AM Monastery. But again, I'd like to see something that's going to be used in a competitive environment. And this for me, isn't going to be used in that regard. But it's a good map just for, having a DOS about on some public play. So that's me done. Check this map out, guys. Download the update. Like and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one.